Good morning, everyone. Well, it's a cool morning in October here, and my strawberry plants came in yesterday, and today I plan to work with those, and I thought I would take you along. So let's see what we've got here. I ordered these last summer, and they came from Ison's Nursery and Vineyard in Georgia. So let's unpack those and see how they look. This time I ordered Chandler strawberries. That's what I've grown most years. Last year I did try Ruby June, but I went back to Chandler because I like those better. Let's see if we can get them out of here without causing any problems. Also today I'm going to show you my fall garden and let you see the worst fall garden I think I have ever had, and what I finally figured out I think caused it. Well, that looks like some really healthy plants. Okay, let's take these to the garden and get started. This morning I'm cutting holes in my ground cover here, about 11 inches apart for each plant. But first of all, let's go back and I'll show you how I made this bed for the strawberries. First of all, I did a little hoeing to remove some weeds that had grown since I removed the potatoes that had grown here. Well, I've just come across one ant hill in this bed so far, and I'm concerned about them bothering my strawberries. So I've got this product, Orange Guard, that I haven't used before, but it says that it kills ants on contact, and it also is a deterrent. So I'm going to spray this with this Orange Guard.
Are you filming?
Yes, all right.
I guess I'll go down the hill and check that water.
Yeah, okay, that's good.
And have you fed the cats?
Yes. I'm trying to spray this hill thoroughly, and then I'm going to spray all the way around my strawberry bed and hope that deters ants from coming in there later and bothering my strawberry plants. So this tells me that it can be used around food, humans, and pets. So it's supposed to be safe to use. Now I'm going to lay this soaker hose out over the bed to water the strawberry plants. Now I'm going to turn the water on and see if that drip hose is working properly. Okay, that seems to be working fine now. If you've seen some of my previous videos on strawberries, you know that I have used beds that are mulched in a natural organic mulch, and I've also used man-made ground cover for planting strawberries. Each have their pros and cons. But this year, you can see I chose to use the black plastic for planting strawberries. This is the crown of the plant here. We want to be sure that I cover it up just at this soil level, not above that. I've gotten half of my strawberries planted now, and I want to take a break from that so I can stand up and rest my back a little bit. And I want to show you what has happened to my fall garden. I'm going to show you a photo of when it was first planted and all the beautiful plants I had to put in here. Then slowly I started seeing plants going backwards, and I could not think what is going on with my plants. I thought and thought, and I couldn't think of anything I had done that might cause it. So I came out here and started looking closely at the plants, and you can see this little cabbage plant right here looks worse than it did when I planted it. But you see all that soil right there that's loose, and you see that that cabbage plant is just covered in ants. And the same thing with these others that have gone backwards. See this one? Well, it's pretty dark in there. I don't know. Yeah, you see all those ants in there? So that's very, very frustrating. I put up this fence to try to, this inside fence to keep rabbits from eating the plants. And I've got the outside fence to try to keep the deer out from eating my plants. Now this is the first time I've had ants destroying my plants. I did get a little broccoli from this, and I might get a little bit of greens, but this is a big disappointment. I always have a beautiful fall garden to help me out in the wintertime. And I'm going to show you what they're doing over here to this hollyhock plant that I just planted this year. You see all that activity right there? Ants going clear up the stem on this plant. So I have showed you on the video when I prepared this strawberry bed that I got some orange gourd, which I had never used before, and I put it, I sprayed the whole bed with orange gourd. I hoed it a little bit and looked for ants, and I didn't see any hills except at the very end, so I sprayed that with orange gourd, and I sprayed the whole bed and on the sides of the bed to try to discourage ants from going in there, because of course I'm concerned that they will destroy my strawberry plants. But there's only so much I can do each year to have healthy plants. I do what I can, and then I just have to let it work out the way it will. You can see I've got beet plants here, and the ants didn't seem to hurt the beets, even though I'm not sure in terms of the lights on it. Yeah, that one right there. You can see bunches of ants around that beet plant right there, but so far it hasn't killed that plant. And the turnips down here, I've got something that wants to eat the leaves of one kind of turnip. That's the white one. But so far ants are not killing those. But I've done all I know to do, so then I just have to see what happens. Okay, I finished planting the strawberry bed. Now you can see that I have put this Agribon cover over this strawberry bed, and actually that is for frost protection, but that's not why I put it on right now. several times last winter I had deer come into the garden, and one thing they ate was my strawberry plants. I put an extra wire over the top of my Premier One fence to help keep the deer out, and that did help, but they have jumped that 2 or 3 times and knocked that wire down, so I had to fix that. So just in case they get past that fence, I put this here hoping that they'll not realize there are strawberries under there. So my plan is to keep them covered through the night and then uncover it in the morning and then cover it again at night. So we'll see how that works too. Now you might wonder why I go to all this trouble just to grow a few strawberry plants. The reason is simple. I grow my own strawberries to avoid chemical residues. Okay, that's all I have for you today. Thanks for coming by our farm and visiting with me. And remember, if you have any comments or suggestions or questions, I would love to hear them.